He married at 20 to a girl with whom he studied. A daughter was born. My family didn't really like it, but they accepted and calmed down. A couple of times my mother and wife quarreled in the early years, then I had to calm both of them, but both believed that I did not take their side and were offended. There was not enough money, both in the city are not local, not from rich families, so I had to work to the fullest. At work until the evening, then at home at night, left work for other organizations. He helped his wife with the child as best he could, however, often without much desire. After work, he walked for 2 to 3 hours with the child. My wife also tried at home, cooking, cleaning, for which I am grateful to her. After a couple of years, they began to get tired. I constantly work. She got out of the decree. There was not enough money for her apartment. Then they took out a loan, bought it, but later they became defrauded by real estate investors. Then my wife began to think that I was hiding money from her. I went to a fortune teller. She told her that I had a mistress, and I was spending on her. She threw a scandal on me and asked me to leave. I tried to calm her down, but no, we lived like this for 2 months. The first month I wanted and asked to return, then I decided, come what may. I wrote it myself, offered to talk and come back. Of course, I was glad to return to her and my daughter. We lived like everyone else, work at home. At home I have left work, paid little attention, and was very tired myself. Then I got a high-paying job. I decided to take out a mortgage, and there were a lot of orders from third-party organizations. I made good money. True, I felt that the relationship between us was not very good. They began to surrender. We bought an apartment, renovated. Again, we need money. I'm back for projects. The renovation brought it a little closer. Then again, we need one thing, then another, rest abroad, then on our coast. But the conditions must always be very good. I worked like that, but she's not like that. All good friends, but I'm not like that. For 10 years he did not cheat, did not drink, did not walk. The goal was to provide for his girls. He paid little attention. When he showed affection and tenderness to his wife, she immediately snorted at me. Then leave me alone, or what happened to you? Did you get sick? I decided that she didn't need my affection. Itself from the outside, not very soft, although kind, but from the fact that I cannot show my tenderness I was worried. You can't ask me for affection from her either. Intimacy was very rare when she deigns, and sometimes I already climbed the wall. My last project was very profitable, then we just had a fight with her, demanded to be with her more often. I explained to her that she had to suffer for 3 months. I'll make money, and that's all. I'll leave all the left projects. We'll be together. We'll start all over again. During this project, I was a lot nervous, and I had a stroke at the age of 30. Problems began to walk badly, vomited for 3 months, lost 25 kilograms. My mother was with me in the hospital. My wife came in, spent an hour every day. There was no time, work, was with me for 3 days at home and 1 day in the hospital. I finished the project anyway. Depression began, treatment, since the stroke was serious. The doctors did not promise anything good. He himself was looking for ways to recover, advised sanatoriums. The wife was busy with herself all this time. He said that I would go to the sanatorium with her. She said that we would go to the sea. There you would get stronger, and the child needed. Tried to explain to her, but in vain. She is with her daughter and mother-in-law at sea. I go to my parents, because I myself was very hard and afraid. While I was with my parents, I had an attack, but nothing happened. 3 months passed, and she said that she had fallen out of love, but I already felt that I would give up, that I had become an anchor. I asked to think it over. They held out for another 6 months. During this time, I still had an operation. Then I found a correspondence with her friend, to whom she confessed her feelings, but he rejected it. Then I talked with a guy who I liked before, wrote that he was the love of her life, and I was a mistake. There was a scandal. I left all my daughters. Then it turned out that I was sitting on her and her mother's neck. Now a year has passed. She has been with new love for 6 months. We met in a bar. I rent an apartment, I work, I try to recover. I climb with all my might. Depression attacks from time to time. I'm very tired. All this does not let go, and I moat it myself. I understand that there are still feelings for her. She constantly accuses me that I did not appreciate her, was not affectionate and gentle, and when I was, she did not need this, and now her gentle man is with her. She herself has changed a lot, became very active, clubs, friendly, company soul, new friends at the bar, all of a lady. And of course, it was not without a fortune teller. She advised her to leave. Otherwise, I am a very angry person. However, when I left, I said a lot of bad things to her. The funny thing is, a couple of years before the stroke, I periodically asked if what happens to me stay with me. Of course, I will. And now, he says, would you like me to be with you out of pity? You should not kill yourself for the sake of the family. They do not appreciate this. And you should be more careful with your wives, subtle natures. And in trouble too, people are checked. Apparently, this is not my woman.